Joha and the Miser's Trick. One day, Joha was walking through the market when he overheard a group of misers boasting about their ability to avoid spending money in any way possible. Joha decided to teach them a lesson about generosity in his own clever way. He approached them and said, "I've heard that you are the most generous people in the market, and I want to learn from you how to be generous without losing any money." The misers laughed, thinking he was mocking them, but they decided to use the opportunity to prove their skill in saving money. One of them invited Joha to his house and said, "I will serve you the most delicious meal without spending a single coin." When Joha sat down, the man placed an empty plate in front of him and said, "Imagine that it is filled with the finest food." Then he pretended to eat with an invisible spoon and said, "This way we can enjoy a meal without spending anything." The others laughed at their clever trick. Joha smiled and said, "A brilliant idea, but let me show you how I can drink water without using a cup." He then picked up an empty cup, pretended to drink, and said, "Look, I'm quenching my thirst just like you enjoyed your meal." Then he stood up and said, "Now, it's time to pay for this generous hospitality." He reached into his pocket, pulled out an empty hand, and said, "Imagine that I am giving you gold coins." Everyone burst into laughter, but they also understood the lesson Joha was trying to teach them. From that day on, they decided to be a little more generous.